welcome back to Dawn of the Zeds, 3rd edition. Alright, let's get going. First thing we do is pull an event card, and it is, let's move people. Alright, so we ignore the 4R, because we're on the Outbreak level. So it just, Outbreak, just plain out no. And eating, we would roll a die, we get +1 because we have the Salvation Corp with us, but we have nobody in the hospital, so we don't even have to roll the die because we can't roll less than 0 on a one-sided, or a 6-sided die. Alright, we're going to have the forest track and the mountain track. Alright, let's go to the forest track first. And up on the forest track, the little Zed units are getting a lot closer to our Defiant civilian units. They're equal strength, so I'm not 100% worried, but depends on the dice rolls. Alright, over we go now to the mountain track. Alright, this one's a little more concerning. We have a 6 unit coming up to a 2 unit. And of course, up here where Mr. Johnson is the best place to get ammunition. So we probably have to do something, maybe about the mountain track. Maybe we'll send Bouncing Betty up there. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of the card, because now we're already into the action phase. And we have a ton of actions. Looking at this card, we have 4 actions at the beginning of the phase, Zed. So this is for co-op play. We don't worry about these little Zed symbols. Alright, during this phase, all move actions that begin in town center are free. This is one of the expansion cards. Holy mackerel! We get 4 actions on the clapboard, plus everyone else's action, and we get everyone in town gets a free move action. Oh wow, I'm going to have to think about this one. Alright, first thing we are going to do though is we're going to use the sheriff's leadership action in town. He's going to order this regular civilian unit to do some foraging, because why not? He can boss people around. He's the sheriff. So we're going to roll a die. Rolls a 2, +1 because the mayor is a 3. That's going to forage us absolutely nothing, because if we look in the town and town center, you need at least a 4 or 5. We didn't get it. Alright, that was the sheriff's action. We have 1 player action and 4 regular actions. Okay, I think what we're going to... Oh, and everyone in town gets a free move action. Oh man, I really have to think about this. I'm going to see. I think we're leaving the mayor in the town center, but we're going to move all other 4 of them. Alright, first of our free move actions, we're going to take the sheriff, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a movement speed of 4. He's going to go up the farm track. I know we just have a little wimpy guy here, but I have a funny feeling there's going to be some nasty stuff coming eventually. We are going to take this 2 civilian unit, and we are just going to move them right here to downtown, just 1 space. They got a movement speed of 2. Again, this is all free. I like it. We're going to send the Salvation Corps 1, 2 to the suspension bridge, because I have a feeling there's more units down here, and we're going to be able to do some healing down there. Again, this is all free movement. And Bouncing Betty, I think we're going to send up the mountain track. Free move for Bouncing Betty. She's going to go 1, 2, 3. She can move 4, so she's going to go there. Those are all free. Wow, what a great card that is. Let's move people. And the mayor, we're just going to leave the mayor where he is. He does best, I think, right in the town center. Of course, everyone's left him, abandoned him, but there you have it. So we have 4 actions and 1 player action. Wow. So, got to really figure out what it is we want to do. Alright, we're going to start trying to find a bunch of ammo. So for our first action, we are going to get Mr. Johnson here up at Lucky Strike Mine to roll a couple dice. We're looking for 6s. He gets a 5, and on the forage table up there, it's going to give us 1 ammunition. So we're going from 6 to 7. And you know what? Oh, we have some more. Oh boy, what do we want to do? I think for our second action, we'll have 2 left. We're going to have Bouncing Betty. She can move forward 1, 2, 3. She's going to move right in here with the 6 unit. She's going to take them on. Now, what does that do? As soon as you have a hand-to-hand combat, the infection level increases by 1. Yes, indeed. The infection, because of hand-to-hand combat, goes up 1, and it's going to get going up more and more. So let's have this hand-to-hand combat with Bouncing Betty. Remember her special rule now. Whenever she's at full strength, which she is, she gets humans 3-time column on the hand-to-hand table. So let's go ahead and roll some dice and see how much damage she can do to that 6 units. Alright, and maybe I'm committing her too soon to the fray, but let's go ahead. She's going to be rolling a couple of dice on the hand-to-hand. She's at 3-time human strength. Come on! And she gets... Oh yes, we're back to our usual roll. A 10. Hand-to-hand combat, 3-time human advantage. She rolls a 10. She does 4 damage to the Zed units, and they have to retreat. God. So 3 damage to them will flip them completely over. They have to retreat, and they're going to even take 1 more. So Bouncing Betty, and she takes no damage at all. So she just comes in there and pounds them into the dirt. Now, her ability is she would chase them down, but in start spaces, you don't do any hand-to-hand. You can't do anything in start spaces. So she just basically hammered them, and away they went. Keeping our mountain track clean, which is good because that's where we get our best ammunition foraging. Oh, wow. All right, we got 2 regular actions, a player action left. Have to figure out what we want to do with those. Oh, I know this is rather boring, but I think we're going to take 2 more actions, and we're going to forage at the mine 2 more times. We're going to try to get as much ammunition as possible. I think right now we roll a 6 or 4 and a 5, and there's no pluses. So I don't think Mr. Johnson found a darn thing. Because at the mine... Oh no, a 4. So we got 1 ammunition. 4s and 5s. So we're up to 8. Alright, let's do that again. And this time he gets a 5, so that's 1 more ammunition. Oh boy. Okay, we're up to 9 ammo. We have 1 player action remaining. And with the player action remaining... Oh, okay, I gotta think about what we want to do. I think with our remaining player action, we're actually going to take the Savior Corps and go 1-2. They're going to move in here with these Defiant civilians. We're going to keep them attached, I think, to our most powerful civilian unit because these guys can heal them. I do believe they can heal them in the field, right? During each yes. Place the field med stations. Yeah, so they're like a roving heal unit. I think it's good to have them here with our strongest civilian unit. And that's our player action, and that's all of our actions for this turn. So we're going to be flipping back our tokens and going to our next event card. Alright, it's time for another horrific event. And here we go. And it is Fortune Favors the Prepared. Alright, we ignore the first column. So we're going to be rolling for the infection, but the infection level is at 1. We roll 2 dice. You have to roll equal to or less than. You can't roll a 1 or lower. 2 dice we're not going to roll. We do need to eat 1, so boom, we use up 1 of our supplies. We had 14, we're down to 13. That's not bad. Now we have highway track and any one other. Ooh, all right, let's get, well, we're going to start on the highway track. And this is a hand-to-hand combat. So the 5 comes right in here with the 3. Yes, the infection level goes up because we have a hand-to-hand combat happening. And for rolling dice, we have greater than. So the Z unit is not double, but it's stronger than. But we have a 1 shift to the right for these guys, and they are no longer defiant. That comes off. All right, let's get 2 dice rolling. Higher numbers, always better. And yes, a 10. These dice, I love them. I'm going to use them for every other game. A 10 on the hand-to-hand table. And it's just equal to, I believe, because they were greater than in 1 shift. Yeah, so we're at the equal to, and we rolled a 10. All right, the Zeds take 3 hits and retreat, and our civilian unit takes 1 damage. Wow, I'm surprised we took 1 damage, but we did. All right, so our civilian unit takes a damage. These guys take 3, which flips them over, and they have to retreat back here. Not bad at all. All right, well, not that good that these guys are damaged. Wow, that was pretty good. And any 1 other tracks. We've got to figure out where we want to have another track Z movement. Alright, this is living dangerously, but we're going to have this, the mountain track go. So these guys are going to come back for revenge against Bouncing Betty. That will increase our infection level to 3. It's creeping up there. And we're going to have a hand-to-hand. Yes, Bouncing Betty is a 3-time human advantage every time. So let's higher better. Come on, a big roll this time. Ooh. This time we only get a 5. And a 3-time human advantage. That might not be enough. Oh no, she takes a hit. So the Zeds take 3, and after the Zeds are absolutely destroyed, Bouncing Betty takes a hit. Ooh, this is bad so early in the game. These guys are absolutely destroyed. And Betty has to take a hit, which is going to flip her to her weaker side. She takes another hit. She's either in the hospital, knocked out, or she's out of the game, completely annihilated. So, ooh, that kind of hurt. But we have no more Zed units on the mountain track, so okay, there's that. All right, and now we're into one action, and it says at the beginning of the Zed phase, we don't do the Zed. Then each hero and heroic civilian unit in a named space may conduct one free forage action. Wow, we'd be rolling a lot of dice for foraging. Okay, so we get one action on the clapboard, plus our other actions, and then we get a free forage action for every single, it's a unit? Every hero and heroic civilian unit in a named space. Cool. All right. We're going to see what happens there. All right. As usual, we're going to use the sheriff's leadership action to give this adjacent civilian unit one free action, and we're going to get them to shoot at this Zed unit. We might as well go ahead and do that. It's going to cost us an ammunition. We're going from 9 down to 8. They are a strength 3, and they roll a 9 on the strength 3 gunfire table. That's 2 hits to that Zed unit. That's not bad. We'll take it. We want to eventually try to destroy them, of course. So these guys now have 2 damage on them. That was the sheriff's free action leadership action. I can learn how to speak. And now we have to figure out what we want to do. We have 1 regular action, we have a player action, and we have every unit, every hero and heroic civilian unit can do a free search action. So this guy, he's in a named space. He might as well go ahead and try and search at the farm. And he rolls a 4 at the farm. I believe farm. At the farm he rolls a 4, so we're going to get a supply. So we're up to 14 supplies. So that takes care of him. Let's go over to our Salvation Corps. They get to search as well. Alright, these are the heroic unit, and they are at a named space. They are going to do a forage action as well. They roll a 3, which I do believe gives them absolutely nothing. Other named spaces, yeah, we need a 4 or 5 to get even a supply. So nope, they don't get anything. We have the mayor to go as well. So the mayor is all by himself. He might as well do some searching in town. And he rolls a 2, so he finds nothing. He's too busy smoking cigars and sitting in his office. And his +1 only applies to other units searching, not himself, so he would have needed at least a 4. Alright, we have Mr. Johnson. I think he's the only one left on a named space because Bouncing Betty is not. Well, this is cool that Mr. Johnson gets a free scavenge action, a forage, because bullets! Oh, he gets a 4. I think, is that 1 bullet at the mine, or did he need a 5? No, he's at the mine. He rolls a 4, so that gives us another ammo. So we're back up to 9 ammunition. Okay, that's not bad. That, I think, takes care of the card. I think everybody, hero and heroic civilian unit in the namespace, conduct 1 free forage. Done. Got everybody finished. So now we have 1 action and a player action. And for our 1 action, we are going to have Bouncing Betty. She's going to go 1, 2, and move up here with Mr. Johnson. The reason we're doing that is because we're now going to use our player action to heal. Practical Medicine as an action, perform a heal action on any unit on or adjacent to his space, including himself at the cost of 1 supply. So we're going to spend a supply. We go from 14 down to 13, and I do believe when you do a heal action, you do minus 1 to the infection track. So we were at 3. I think that takes us down to 2. And Bouncing Betty is now fully healed by Mr. Johnson. And that's going to be the end of our actions. Let me just double check the rules, because I do think the infection goes down 1. So yes, indeed, when Mr. Johnson heals Bouncing Betty, the infection level goes down 1. So we're sitting at 2. That's not bad. Alright, that I do believe is the end of this card. We have survived 3 of the 20 events. Of course, those were beneficial and easy cards. They're going to get a lot uglier and nastier as we go along in the game, but I'm going to zoom out. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, things are looking not too bad. We got our infection level at 2. We have 13 supplies, 9 ammunition, And Bouncing Betty was damaged, but she has been healed, which is awesome. All right, we've got no Zeds now on the mountain track. Bouncing Betty took care of that. We've got some damaged Zeds up here on the farm track. We've got tussles going on down here in the highway. I think we're doing okay. But of course, we're going to have 17 more events to get through. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Dawn of the Zeds 3rd edition. We're playing the Outbreak level, which is beefing up the complexity a little bit. And we'll see if we can hold out till the end and win the game. So thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Continuation, Dawn of the Zeds 3rd edition, Outbreak level.